Hello everyone, and welcome to Haut-Beyleron on Farm Simulator 22 for episode 19. And yeah, we're in November now, and we're starting very early on in the morning, which put times up to times 3. And yeah, we got a lot of work to do. For one, we've got our tomatoes, lettuce, and honey to sell. And the reason for that is, yeah, we produce a lot of tomatoes overnight. Exactly 3,600 litres. Plus 1,800 we're going to sell. And also had honey that spawned yesterday and overnight. That's just over 900 litres. And yeah, you can see here it is a bit stuttery here. Frame rate is definitely dropped again. Oh yeah, what's it called in there? Oh, don't tell me, is that pallets at the back? Is it? So yeah, let's drop those. If we put those back on, oh, it's all very stuttery. It's like all jiggling around like jellies. This ain't gonna be neat of jobs, I know. Okay, that one's stuck on, but I think that one's gonna drop again as well. Not drop again, get stuck again. I think so. We're gonna have to strap and unstrap it, and hopefully nothing else drops. There we go. So now, have a bit of clearance. But yeah, we're gonna sell this, and even though the lettuce ain't, well, when I say it's not profitable, it is profitable. It's not where we want it to be. So if we go over here, wait a minute, don't say I've messed around settings again. Yeah, I have. Don't know why. If we have a look at the prices, there is 2,300. We're used to it being around the 3,400 mark, so yeah, it was a bit down. However, we will stick to it. Tomatoes price is dropping drastically. At one point that was 2,000 overnight, and now it's dropped to 1,600. So we'll quickly sell that before that falls any more. Actually, for that I'll stick on to 0.5 now because I don't need to drop any more. Honey 2,900, so it's okay. And what else we've got here? This, yeah, also yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take this over to the farm shop. We'll get a bit of cash from this. Ooh, lost a pallet. Ooh. Oops. He went flips because you never know when it's going to get stuck into the ground, folks. So it's like playing Tetris at times. Will it stay on? Not the neatest of jobs. Which wasn't actually did quite well. Also, I did play a bit of Tetris off. Like 2 tomato pallets is just about the same height as 1 lettuce pallet, so that's why it is a bit janky of where lettuce is positioned to the tomatoes. However, it works. Oh, stop here. Our beacon's on. Look right, look left. So yeah, plan for today. Money has gone down. We've leased some equipment, including the forage harvester, trailer, and we did buy some silage additive, because that will give us about a 4.5 to 5% boost in yield. So we're going to get that done. Also, this is going to be the last episode of the year, not 2021. Though we're still going to do plenty of episodes, but the in-game year, because over winter you can be doing the very little to nothing. At one point the honey is going to be stopped producing as the bees are going into hibernation. May do an odd little clip here and there when we go into March and that, or heck, I may even do like an episode over winter and that. Depends on what we're going to do. Obviously it ain't going to be like last year where we bought a lot of equipment and that, because obviously that's where we bought the mower. What have we hit? Oh, a bollard, I think. There it goes. Frame rate has definitely dropped, so yeah, rather than you lot suffering this, as I am going to be suffering, I'm going to take this up to the farm shop, and I'll bring you folks back in a moment. Yeah, it's going to take very long, isn't it? It's a laggy mess. So, alright then folks, about 20 minutes later, after a very stuttery journey, we are up here once again at the farm shop, and yeah, let's go ahead and sell our produce. Shouldn't make absolute bank, but it'll cover our leasing costs, because obviously as well, we got the sugar beet harvester that is still leased out to us, and we're going to pay another daily costs on that, so yes, just go ahead and sell everything ahead and let those FPS come back up. There we go, that's better now. Oh, drop some stuff here. So that is nearly 12 grand. Yeah, so exactly 12,000, and there's still a few more bits obviously to sell. Come on, just sell. Just move the tray forwards. See if that helps. Oops. £2. Another 22. Another £3. So yeah, about just shy of 13 grand we've made there. So yeah, not too bad. Again, it covers the running cost of the stuff we got around the farm. Covers the daily leasing cost, not so much the initial leasing cost for some of the equipment. Because obviously the sugar beet harvester, oh, that's a treat. Sugar beet harvester, that costs us 24 grand. The forage harvester and that, I think that was what, including everything, not sure about a similar amount, 25 grand or something like that, 25, 30 grand. So yeah, obviously it doesn't cover the actual leasing cost, it pays a chunk towards that and pays the hourly running cost and the extra daily charges that's been charged to us. So yeah, we're going to get us back to the farm and then we'll continue on with the sugar beet harvest, I think. Then later on today we can do the corn silage. So yeah, actually folks, what we're going to do is stop over here and I'm going to pick up the forage harvester. Also, money has just jumped up by what, another 2 grand or so. I'm guessing that was just a game giving money to us for selling stuff. Because I set the tomatoes and that to sell. What about the grapes and raisins? Yeah, also that, because I set those to sell. Because didn't quite have enough to make another pallet, so I set them to sell. So yeah, here we are. We got our class forage harvester. So if we go over here to tools and that. So yeah, we've got the cheapest one we can get, the Jaguar 960 TerraTrack. Yeah, don't have enough money to lease this. Yeah, it's about 24 grand. Also, we got the Carico Radium 255 Trader. And I think this is the 9-meter header, whatever it is. Double check here, which one is it? 360 plus, no, it's a 390, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go, the camper 390 plus, so 9 meters. Got some silage additives. 20 litres is going to be more than enough, and we've still got another like 40 litres here or so. So yeah, we got more than enough. And as well, I said we're going to do the corn silage actually first, because that needs time to ferment and that, of course, overnight. And I want to get this done first thing tomorrow when it comes to collecting said silage. And that's a simple reason. Our price is going to be high, so perhaps, yeah, actually I will do an episode over winter of selling silage and that. Also, we've got the sugar beet cuts, because I was going to cut the sugar beet, some at the biogas plant, and make extra money, not just profit, and extra money. So yeah, I've lowered the back or the front end of the wagon of the forage harvester trailer. So now this should just simply go in. Yeah. And also with this silage additive, we're going to make that extra 5% off chaff. which would be converted into silage. So yeah, I think what we're going to do now, folks, is going to be our first time-lapse of the day. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long. And I'll see you folks in a short moment. Alright folks, here we are, and I see money has suddenly dropped. I'm guessing that is because of the leasing on the forage harvester. Not forage harvester, the beet harvester, that's it. But yeah, we are done now. Also, we did lease the roller and silage compactor. Oh sorry, leveler and silage roller. And that was simply because the forage harvester was getting stuck, tractor was also getting stuck, so So put this last bit of chaff in. I'm thinking if we come the other way, it's pretty steep. And also use the lever to push some of this ends in here. So there we go. We'll open the menu here. And then we'll just keep on compaction. So at the moment it's 100% compacted. I've got 330,000 litres, and I'm going to put another 43,000 litres in. So it just goes back as far as we can. Guessing that's it. I'm just going to gently creep forward. The whole thing fill up. Go a bit faster. And there we go. So that is, what was it, 372,000? Yep, 372,714. And now, perhaps don't need the roller, just more of the lever, I think. No, this is all backwards and that, and I'll explain why. Or simply was because I thought if we go like this, then perhaps we can have an easier way of getting ourselves out. So, let's go and lower you. So up and down, and I'm still going forward to go backwards, and it's backwards to go forwards. Weighing it, going back. That's it. That's the ticket. So push this back as far as we can go. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So now we'll just go and compact this. So this won't take long. 95%, 96, 97. So what we can do is return the leveler because we don't need you anymore. $8. 99, and then we'll come back out here, and that's going to be 100% compacted. There we go. So yeah, 372,809. So now we'll cover you, and now it's going to ferment. That's going to take about 24 hours to ferment. And I'm glad we didn't sell the bunk side, because obviously we was debating at the start of the let's play of whether or not to keep it or sell it. There's still chaff there, but nothing to worry about. Obviously there's going to be a thing of extracting it, and I'm thinking just leasing a conveyor belt system and loading it onto a trader. Obviously you're going to need money for that. Got a few honey pats here, because obviously we left the honey pat spawn point here, so got some odd pads that spawned up. Also I turned times down a bit because I had to step away at the moment and I forgot I left the game running. So that's that. So we'll put that back up to ×5 for the time being. So yeah, that is that. And now, yeah, we can send this back, can't we? Yeah. Sugar cane, but not sugar beet. So yeah, we'll send you back. Send you back. You. And you. So yeah, we just used the forest harvester for just over an hour, so we can get charged a bit extra. Obviously we can't hire workers, so it's got no money to pay them, which makes sense. So we're going to do all this ourselves, but yeah, thankfully there's only just a couple of passes here. Do you know what, I may be lazy and do this. 103 grand, yeah. That's going to be paid off very quickly, don't worry folks. So yeah, we'll get you working. And then whilst that worker's going on, we'll get this sent over and stored into the silo for now, the railway silo. Then when it comes to the price of sugar beet cut, once that's hit its max, if we go to prices, and we go to sugar beet cut, where are you two up here? So yeah, look at the moment, sugar beets 452 per val, okay. Sugar beet cut 519. At one point that was at 700, and I know I can hit like towards 800, so if it gets like 775, 800, then that's when we'll just go ahead and sell the sugar beet cut. Also involves leasing the ruby and what's it involved front loader tool. That's perfectly fine. But our grapevines, they have wither, so they don't need pruning and subsoiling. And I think we may do that in the spring, I think. Can we get away with it if we do it in the spring, or do we have to do it now? Be interesting to see that, but also that might be a factor why we didn't get as much as I thought we was going to get for the grapes, because it has been subsoiled. Plus the field needs ploughing, but of course we can't have a plough over the field, so that's what I did try to see on the edges, put a plough in and see if we could do the edges, because I was thinking we could get a little tiny one and go down the strips to plough, but nope, we've got to subsoil it, so it is what it is. And yeah, so we'll get this unloaded and then we'll head back to the farm and yeah, get the sugar beet harvest done, and then we'll go from there, folks. So yeah, there we go, and is it just one more pass? I think so. So let the worker turn around there, and then we'll get that emptied, and then I think next we'll do bell sorting. We'll sort the bells. Is there anything we can do now? Plant grass, we've already done that, so perhaps we could do some fertilizing, because 41 needs fertilizing, grassfield needs fertilizing, so does the vineyards. And no, that can't be fertilized yet, nor can 40, I don't think. Wait a minute, is that the barley field here? Man, that's spruced up very quickly. Yeah, fertilize out, that's what we planted. Well, perhaps we can fertilize the fields. Fair enough. So yeah, let's go and get this filled up. We may need to make another trip if needed. Technically we're spinning it onto the ground. 90, yeah. I have to. So we may. Don't say we're. I think we're going to be just short, I think. Might be. Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, we're short. But yeah, as well, since we're actually carting back and forth, we can have a little chat of what we're going to do in the next year. Obviously, I'm thinking of doing corn again, because corn is so profitable. Like doing silage and that, and I'm thinking at some point we could go ahead and buy our own forage harvester, or we could just save the 300 grand and lease it, and then buy a combine. Then of course you can have the same argument about just leasing the combine. However, the forage harvester you only use it like once a year, really. Yes, you can do wheat, barley, oats and all that to make chaff as well, potentially. Actually, that would be a good little test to do. What crop produces the most chaff? Could be corn, could be wheat, could be soybeans. Who knows? I'm thinking, yes, we are crossing someone else's fields. I think this field has been harvested, because this was the cotton field, so I think it'd be okay for us to sneakily cut across. Don't need to get it ploughed or cultivated, so yeah, it'd be all good there. But as well, I've been thinking, like, what should we get next in terms of the processing of production chains and lamppost. But yeah, definitely the grain mill or something like that. And of course, actually, one thing I didn't say that we did off camera was actually we've topped up the chickens, and that took all of the wheat and majority, well, a bit of the barley, not majority, a little bit of the barley. Yeah, about a couple of thousand liters of the barley and all of the wheat, so they're topped up now. So they're going to last a fair while. Potatoes, they're doing okay. 786. When we're in now? Oh, November. So yeah, prices could still go up. So perhaps we'll wait. Good thing they're already here at the railway side, so we can just dump into the train and then go from there. But yeah, sugar beet. It's definitely worth it, cutting it. Because yeah, both got the same fluctuation apparently, so yeah, January is apparently the best time to sell. Eggs, are they good? Nope. Farm shop is going up, so if that gets to, suppose if that gets like 54, 5500, then I'm just going to go ahead and sell. Side dish, 636, and that is an okay price. I think it can get close to 700 liters per fowl, I think. Actually, we can quickly check here. Bear with me. What was it? Silage. Average price is 513. So that is above average. And if we do 50%, so that's what, 750. So yeah, essentially if that gets like 700, then that's perhaps be best. Yes, we're holding out for an extra 40, 60 quid. But that 60 quid is nearly a 10% price increase, so that's the difference between 100 grand and 110 grand. And that 10 grand difference is going to be a huge factor for the farm. But yeah, also, obviously lately with my videos, I know it's been a bit sparse. Initially, this week I was planning on doing about 2-3 videos a day. And yeah, general reason for it being so sparse is that it's just real life stuff, and yeah, just run up to Christmas and unexpected plans, put it that way. In terms of actually I'm going to do Christmas in terms of content wise, still going to have content out Christmas Day. May do a Christmas special of something either on here or Elm Creek. Speaking of Elm Creek, I will be getting back onto Elm Creek. I know I haven't been on it as much. Yeah, because I think I've done 7 episodes on Elm Creek compared to, what is this, episode 19 I think. Because yeah, actually, to be honest, like 17, 18 and 19 are all being recorded not simultaneously, that's impossible to do it back to back of each other, what I'm trying to say. So we're going into, well, at the moment it is Wednesday going into Thursday. So what, Thursday, let's double check my dates here. Yeah, it's Thursday, so yeah, we'll get this empty at the moment. So Thursday, episode 16 and, no, 16, 17 and 18 is going to come out. This episode is going to come out Friday. Also, today when this episode comes out, hopefully I'm going to be back in to do some soon run episodes, because I got, at the time of recording this, I got 6, 7 and 8 recorded. I actually need to tweak episode 6 a bit, because there was a bit of an issue with audio. Again, I don't know why I'm having some audio issues lately. Some of it is just generally on my part with comes to the mic settings, and I'm thinking it's connected and all that properly, and sometimes I don't test before I record, and I should be doing that more often. And yeah, general little mistakes like that mainly. But yeah, 191 litres I actually just noticed we got here. So yeah, so actually what we can do is return you, because all the beets have been harvested from the other fields. But yeah, so general plan is where possible try to do 3-4 videos a day. Yes, I think I could space this content out a bit more, but just getting into the proper rhythm. Obviously, after I've recorded this, I've got some videos I want to make tonight and release over the next couple of days. One of them may, I would say it'll be controversial. What I'm trying to say is, it's going to be generally it's going to be my review of FS22. Hopefully that episode will come out actually either the same day as this or the day beforehand. So if you're watching this on Friday, then you've already seen, or possibly, hopefully you've seen my review video. If not, it'll be released on the same day as this. And yes, I am going to be addressing some issues, bugs, mods. A lot of it I'm going to be repeating, and I'm going to say it again now. Yes, there is issue with the mods apparently. Information that we've been given thus far by Giant has been a bit sparse. Apparently it's something to do with the Xbox side of things, but as I said in last episode, I haven't known anyone who've actually had this issue. However, if there's an issue that's been reported to Giants, then of course Giants have to take action. Otherwise it's maybe unfair to whether it's just Xbox players or if it's going to be widespread into PlayStation, but Giants sit in the butt. But yeah, generally who knows. And yeah, as I said in the episode, I'm not going to really dilute too much on this. It is what it is. It's going to be fixed, it's going to be patched along with all the bugs. Hopefully by the time this episode has come out, the patch has gone live. Because when this episode comes out on Friday, apparently it's going to be the last day Giants is going to be in the office before the Christmas break, but who knows, it still may do some patches. The patch may still come out the week leading up to Christmas, like next week, so like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because Christmas is on Saturday, so Giants may release something, like have a skeleton crew, I don't know, in the office, but however they're going to do it, Giants said they are going to do it before Christmas, so who knows. And yeah, with bugs and that, obviously, as I've said before, I haven't noticed any game-breaking bugs. Yes, like lighting flickers where it goes like black all of a sudden, and a couple of other bits. Yes, it's annoying, but generally speaking, it's not game-breaking. And generally speaking, I do believe FS22 is worth it. Cooking, I've done 300 hours on this. Like this Let's Play series alone, if we just look at that, 70 hours I've done so far, just crept over that. And this recording session I've done 3 hours, interesting. And just the sort of benefits of having FS22, like the new features, like mulching, rock picking, raves, olives, production change for console players, I know. And just general mods and that. I haven't seen any shocking new mods that are outstanding in terms of what it can offer in FS22, but obviously that will be coming out very soon, hopefully in the new year and that, when modders get proper into it and once they have actually done all the models and that. Because obviously at the time of this episode coming out, FS22 has literally just come out under 4 months, not 4 months, Christ, 4 weeks ago, so obviously do expect tons of mods straight away. I know at the time of before the mod issues, there were 600 mods waiting to be tested for all platforms. And also not for all platforms, for waiting for it to be tested, but so that is my general 2 cents of it. Just be patient. It's going to be fixed, it's going to be patched, so don't worry. And obviously everyone's entitled to their opinions. I think FS22 is worth it. The pros outweigh the cons substantially. Of course you may disagree with that, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and I'm not saying you must think this way or must think that way. Generally, that's just how I see things. But so let's get back into farming and that, and we've done pretty well here. Just gonna get the little 15-meter spread, is that it? 18, 15. I'll just get this one vine here done, and hopefully that's all the vines done. There we go. So is that all, everything done there? Please say it's all sort of, yeah. Perhaps other bits just need to grow in that, so I'm not overly worried in that. Once they start growing next year, then of course we'll fertilise it again to make sure. So yep, 41 needs fertilising, 42. Sorry, having hiccups here tonight. Yeah, 42 needs fertilising and that. But yeah, and 44 of course. But yeah, thinking which field should be our cornfield. I think we're going to do 44 again, our cornfield. Yes, it's going to be corn on corn. Some say it may be a good thing, sometimes it's not. Sorry, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Of course, in real life, sometimes you'll do like corn, soybeans, just to keep that soil fertile, because obviously soil only has a certain lifespan, if that makes sense, of how good it can produce obviously a good crop in that, the yieldage. Of course, and then at a certain point, after a certain field has been harvested and that and worked on for years on end, for dozens of harvests, of course the quality is going to drop. And that's just general aspects of real life farming from what I've gathered from watching YouTubers like Cole the Corn Star and a few others like Millennium Farmer, Tom Pemberton, and yeah, just generally speaking like that. But yeah, anywho, we're going to get the fertilizing done, and then we'll come back in a moment. Then folks, we are done with the fertilizing, and yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it for this year now, and that is yeah, pretty much all everything done for the year. Yeah, I've got the side spells to pick up. At the moment I'm just really waiting on for something to pop up in the used dealership, that I would like, but no. Well, you know, we've got a trader. Uh-huh. I've been nagging about a trade for the last few episodes here, and that has just popped up in the used dealership, but we've got absolutely zero money, so... Oh, that really sucks. Oh, I so want that. We need a bigger trade, and that's 51% off. 52,000 litres capacity. Bit old, that 30 months old, 20 hours, so it's been fairly used compared to this forage wagon where it's only done 6 hours of work and 6 months old. What can we sell now to get that 44 grand? How much is the trade? Let's go to our own equipment here. If we go to traders, how much are you worth? 12 grand, take it to the shop, an extra 20%, so I'll say about 15 grand. 10, 2.4, yeah, actually 15 grand, just over that, 15.1 perhaps. Then again, we still need another 30 or so grand, or 29 grand, I think. Just looking at our equipment. Corn header we'll keep you. Just trying to think, is there anything we actually don't need? Ultra, we can just lease that perhaps, but no, not worth it. That's the thing, since we buy everything used, a lot of it is just not worth much anymore. No, definitely not selling our tractors because we absolutely need them. Of course, we could do with a fur tractor at some point, but that's just me being me. What about cropping that? How much could we get from cropping that? Perhaps. What are the eggs like? Eggs are actually doing good. Actually, we can go and sell the eggs. That is good. So we'll let the time keep on going at like times 10 in that. Also, what I want to get as well is a trader, a bigger trader, like a low loader. Either one of these. Nope, not that. Actually, I may need that. Ideally, either the Flegel DTS 5.9 or the Demco Steel Drop Deck. That pops up you, so if it's like 55-60% off, then maybe go for it. But to be honest, I think over winter we may just fork out for this, I think. Yeah, I think that's what we may end up having to do. Just simply the matter of fact because of, yeah. We need a bigger trade, we need to transport more stuff, more stuff. So I'm trying to make less trips, less fuel, more lag, more FPS drop, of course, but... So I'll move all this over here, and that hasn't... Fine, we'll move you out of there. Well, move out of the way. So if I put you there, I put you there, and I'll put you there. Hopefully you should fill up. But yeah, we'll go and grab the trader wherever I left that to. And one thing also, I hope over winter we get rid of this ridiculous icy texture. Because it is absolute pain in the beep it is. Just sliding around, look, it's raining. It's November, how hot is it now? 18 degrees, so it should be freezing. Should be skidding around, but... I left the tray at the shop, haven't I? So yeah. Let me go quickly grab the tray whilst I calm down for the moment, and yeah, get things loaded up, and then we'll go from there. So, alrighty then, folks, we are fully loaded up, and yeah, we're gonna make some money. First of all, let's just go and load the lettuce and honey. And I forgot we had a lot of eggs in the little shed storage thing, or little storage in this shed not chicken pen. And we got 26,000 litres of eggs. Yes, secondly, it's probably not as realistic, but yeah, we are in line to make some serious dosh, because price of eggs at the moment is 5,200 per fowl. Yes, it's not 6 grand ideal I would like to make, and to be honest, it was like 54.50 a couple of an episode 2 back, I think it was. So yeah, we could have made a bit more money a bit sooner, or we could hold out and hoped if hit that 6 grand mark, but then again as well, it could easily drop. For example, the silage. Obviously, before we fast forward time a bit, it was at 650, wherever it was, at the biogas plant. At the moment, it is, we have a look here, 409 and dropping. 511 at the animal dealership, so I'm really hoping in January that pops up to at least 675. Suppose when we've done it in the past, we've have, look right here, yeah. Oh no, no, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. Come on, correct. Come on. Come on. Ah, turn too sharply down. Come on. That's it. Come on, correct. Ah, great. And that's what I was saying, but yeah, so if we get 675, then I may sell for that, because when we did silage bells earlier in the year, we got like 650 per fowl, so a few cracked eggs, but they're still good, so hopefully no one knows any cracked eggs, so let's go and get this hooked up again. And this is at the moment is at like 3,300 per fowl, and honey is around a similar price, about 3,600 I think. Just double check. Yeah, eggs 5,200. Honey is at 3,600, so that's a really good price for honey. And lettuce is going up, but I thought just sell it now, because then also we can let it increase over the winter and sell it in spring. But yeah, I really do think it is time for a low loader. I know actually someone actually just commented on what the latest episode that has gone live, which is episode 16. And yeah, low loader is definitely needed. The amount of trips we're making, yes, I don't mind making daily trips up here, but I'd rather have one big trip rather than lots of little trips every day, if that makes sense. I suppose actually at the moment ain't that laggy for messages. Perhaps a couple of FPS have dropped, but yeah, I know it is needed. If nothing pops up over the winter, I'm gonna buy one new. I may buy one of the drop deck ones and get a dolly, just so that then we can use that, obviously transport equipment if needed to bigger fields. Who knows, with the silage and what we're gonna get from the eggs here. And the eggs in that in February as well, and the lettuce in February. Who knows? Actually, how are eggs in February now? I wonder. I think they drop a bit actually, don't they? Yeah, quite a bit actually. But yeah, if it's eggs are good in February, as I say, suppose like in February, like, if eggs are over 5,000 per fowl, then I'm gonna sell it, because obviously price does fluctuate quite a bit. But anywho, let's go see how much money we're going to make here. At the moment we are on minus a quid, and that is going to drastically change. Look at that money rocketing up, and it's still going, and that is it. 148 grand. Still got a strawberry pallet over there we can't get unstuck. Think that because it's over this surface, the zip surface, and this, yeah, that's pretty much stuck, but I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, 148 grand. So that means now we could buy our new trader. and this is definitely going to be a worthy investment. Hold more cargo and like literally double the capacity. Actually, it's a bit more now. I think it's like 220% more capacity. So yeah. And on that note, I think it is a good way to end the episode. So yeah, next episode we may go into December to do the silage and that, or yeah, pretty much whenever the price of sugar beet cut and sugar beet cut and silage, when they're at the maximum, I think they will be, then we'll go ahead and sell those. But yeah, that's going to be it from me today, folks. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, consider smashing the button, go for your comment down below. If you want to share some, please be my guest. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please consider. But, without choose to do, hope you're in a house nice day. But for now, this is me from EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.